This time on The Gadget Show, get ready for a challenge with some real bite. Frostbite, that is.
Hey! Woo-hoo-hoo! Yes, in our winter challenge, Otis and I compete in a fierce battle against the elements.
Come for you, Dealey!
And each other, in a very chilly bit of Switzerland.
I look good though, right?
We race in our underwear.
We run up an Alp.
It's just incredible.
And we crash on our bottoms.
That was the face plant.
But who will take the honours in the last challenge of the year?
Are you feeling it? I'm feeling it.
Also on this week's show,
I'm reading The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Pollyanna turns pin-up to help John test online DIY calendars.
Want a hand, honey?
And Susie reveals her top 5 apps of 2010.
I am completely obsessed with this game.
Hello and welcome to The Gadget Show.
Yes, it's cold and wintry outside, and whenever it's cold and wintry, that means a Gadget Show Winter Challenge.
Yeah, we're talking about Jason and myself testing a vast array of winter tech in a place that was very chilly indeed. I mean, it had snow, ice, and everything.
So much snow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So much ice.
Yeah.
Did you say it was cold?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
really, it was so cold.
It's so very cold. In fact, it would have been warmer for Jason and I to have sat naked in a deep freeze for 2 days.
It's not a million miles away.
We're not building, are we?
Can I just summarise then? So winter challenge, Jason and Otis, Switzerland, lots of very cool tech, hopefully.
Yeah.
And apparently, it was ever so cold.
Oh, no, it was.
Freezing.
It was very
Did we
cold,
mention
wasn't
it?
it, Jason?
I'm actually shivering just thinking about it.
I've got a chill. The setting for our epic 3-part Alpine adventure was the breathtaking Swiss Alps ski resort of Engelberg. Home to the imposing 3,000-metre-high Titlis mountain glacier, it's a haven for winter sports fans.
But getting there was our first challenge. Otis and I had been dumped at opposite ends of the valley, an equal 3 miles away from the town centre, and our goal was to reach the Engelberg Gershny Alp cable car station on foot as quickly as possible. But despite the body part shrinking -3-degree temperatures, we were wearing and testing thermal base layers. I'm absolutely freezing, and just to put it in context, let me show you what the crew are wearing. Look at them, all nice and warm and cosy. Look, me, basically in my pants. I was sporting a set of odd-low, non-compression thermals, which have specific sonic-bonded zoned panels to insulate core organs and a virtually seam-free construction for optimum comfort.
Meanwhile, I'd chosen a set of Under Armour compression thermals. The stretchy, lightweight nylon fabric claims to insulate core muscle groups and consequently force blood around the body quicker, thus keeping it highly oxygenated.
I look good though, right? Yeah?
While we both thought we looked pretty fly, we actually had absolutely no idea where we were. But thankfully, we'd both selected a handy navigational tool for help.
We've got to get to a ski lift called the Engelberg Gerschnalp. So that's in the Engelberg resort. I've got a sat-nav here from Sat Sports. This all-in-one sat-nav unit can do loads. Not only does it come preloaded with European road maps, but an inbuilt application called SatSki also enables you access to detailed ski resort info and piste maps.
And my killer app is, well, it's an app for the iPhone. Navionics Ski Europe 2011 utilises the iPhone's GPS functionality, compass and integrated Google Maps to pinpoint your location, search for points of interest and view ski runs in your chosen resort. It's at the end of this valley. That's it. That is Engelberg. Job on. Let's go.
It's about 3 miles. The Sat Sports Navi function had logically plotted my route along the main, most direct driving roads towards Engelberg, and things were looking good. I've got a really clear screen on this. I've no doubt where I'm going, nice display, and good voice prompt.
Now, turn right.
At the other end of town, I was really shifting. Having located the cable car station I needed, I was making a beeline for Engelberg, guided by the compass pointer. I'm really impressed with this app. I've got a very obvious sense of exactly where I am right now in the valley. I know for sure that I'm going in precisely the right direction.
Both our routes to the cable were seriously taxing, thanks to a mixture of tarmac, mud and snow underfoot. Our choice of trainer, therefore, was crucial. I'm very excited about these shoes. They're so light, I'm hardly aware they're on. They are the Innovate Rocklight 312s, a featherweight pair weighing just 312 grams that are fully waterproof and impact absorbent thanks to a specially molded cushioned sole.
They feel like a pair of socks.
Meanwhile, I was wearing the Mammoth Claw GTXs, complete with a jagged Vibram torsion reinforcement sole and 360 heel support technology for improved ankle stability.
They're light enough to be comfortable, but they provide a really secure platform on which to run. My heel especially is really well supported.
And as we soldiered on, our thermals were also performing well.
They fit very well. Very much like a second skin.
They're so thin and lightweight, and yet there is definitely a sense of warmth coming from them.
After a mile and a half, Jason and I were still neck and neck.
Come on.
My sat-nav unit was continuing to accurately show me when and where I needed to turn, but the terrain was now beginning to take its toll.
I don't know what Jason's route is like. Blimey, is mine hilly.
Sadly, my path wasn't any more forgiving, and to make matters worse, I'd now spotted a flaw in my app.
The map is really good. It's very clear and everything. But when I get to a junction like this, I'm not getting any arrows of which way to go or voice commands. I've just got to make a judgment call, which means pinch and zooming in, just to get a kind of bearing on where I am, and then really just going with my instincts. I think it's that way. All of which wastes a lot of time.
Jason's stop had handed me the lead, and consequently, I reached Engelberg first.
Okay, so I'm well and truly in Engelberg now, so I can exit the sat-nav and enter Sat-Ski.
By switching to the Sat-Ski application, I could now locate the specific cable car station I needed and then be shown the route to it.
It says it's only about 3 minutes away, and it's up there.
Otis's pause had brought me back into the race, and now in the town I was feeling confident.
I think I've come up with a race-winning strategy. This road runs all the way into town, whereas if I was to go down here, a route I've spotted by zooming in, I can track the river more directly to the ski lift and hopefully get there before Ortis.
Our 3-mile race had now come down to a sprint finish.
There was nothing between us as we pounded along the riverbank.
I've got to get there before Jason.
I'm here. I reckon I've done it.
And soon we were both in the car park.
I'm here. I can't see Jason. Am I here first?
Yeah! I don't believe I just went from elation to complete and utter despair.
Mate, I tell you what, great sprint finish.
Yep, I'd snatched victory by just 20 seconds.
Shall we put on some clothes?
I think we should.
Yeah.
20 seconds, you were so
Don't
close.
rub it.
It's so annoying when you get there.
He was all
Person's
nonchalant, on purpose to relax against the tree as I came
saw
over
that.
the finish.
Did the thermals actually work, do you think? Are they not supposed to go out in just your base layer?
In my case, yes, they did. One, they're incredibly comfortable. They really do feel like a second skin. They don't chafe or anything like that. And I didn't get too hot or too cold while I was running.
Because that's the thing, you don't want the sweat to stick to your body. It needs to be wicked away.
That's the problem. So lots of people put layers on when they do snow sports. And as you're going to see later on in the challenge, when we start messing around with some really cool snow-related gadgets, we were working up quite a sweat. And I was only wearing this, and then my jacket and trousers. No fleece. I had a scarf on, but that's it. And actually, I found that to be a fantastic combination, even at 10,000 feet.
Wow, so both of them worked very well.
Very efficient.
Thumbs up, definitely.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't think you can sit like that, because I don't know where to look.
Why? It's... Shut up.
Welcome back. Now, I'd like to talk to you about calendars. Specifically, those sorts of calendars you can order online, made up out of your own photos. They're a splendid idea, really. Great for a short-notice Christmas present. Hint, hint. But only if you get a good one. And the trouble is, you don't know whether you're going to get a good one until it arrives in the post. Now, if only somebody would investigate lots of these online calendar services and find out which one was best.
There are a lot of sites like Vistaprint, Snapfish and Photobox that cater for photo enthusiasts, and I was itching to get uploading.
Ooh.
My first task was to get some snaps, and like any artiste, I needed a muse. Fortunately for me, Pollyanna had volunteered.
Come this way, I've got a whole room full of outfits.
A whole room full of outfits.
So, armed with a DSLR and a tripod, we headed to a photography studio. Very good. For my calendar, I needed 12 photos of Polly, one for each month. And because I wanted a gadget theme, I brought along some top tech to go with the odd seasonal moment.
I'm reading The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
So, for instance, for February's pick, I sent Polly skiing, while for August, I had her posing for a beach scene. I hadn't forgotten important events like Halloween, bonfire night or Christmas, though.
Is that the right way around?
When we'd finished the shoot, I added some backgrounds to my pictures to get a broad range of colours to see how the calendars would cope. I gave Polly a house to spring clean.
Polly, come back. There.
And a beach to sit on.
Oh, I'm quite pleased with that.
And then it was time to start uploading to the calendar websites.
On some sites, you can actually write down important dates already before you even get the calendar. I'm going to put down the dates of Gadget Show Live.
Most sites were pretty straightforward to use, and it was often just a case of dragging your pics to the appropriate months to build your calendar. That's August done.
Right, well, that's completed all the uploading. Now I've just got to wait for the post.
I was rather pleased with my work, and I hoped Polly would be too. But how would the pictures look when they'd actually been printed? I'd just have to be patient. I'd set a time limit of a week for my calendars to arrive and eliminated any that turned up late. I then asked Polly to come back and help me judge them.
OK, well, I like the look of it.
For starters, we looked at paper, print and colour quality.
Do you know what? I do like the colours, very vibrant. I like the black border. But it's not as thick. The quality of the paper isn't as thick.
We were also keeping an eye on things like layout and pre-printed dates.
Yeah, things like sort of Ash Wednesday, Shrove Tuesday, the public holidays.
Above all, though, was the calendar usable? Would it help get your life in order as well as look good on your wall?
So it's a riot of different fonts.
Not really feeling it for this one.
Eventually, after careful consideration,
This one doesn't quite make it.
we had our top 3.
I like the layout.
They all had vibrant colours, were well designed and allowed ample room for all your appointments. But which was our favourite? Time for the G ratings. With 3 Gs was the Cafe Press calendar at £15. It was an easy-to-use website that offered all manner of products to personalise with pics, from clocks to magnets. Although when it came to the calendar itself, it seemed odd that one couldn't opt out of having all the American holidays printed automatically on it, despite it being a British website. I also decided to award 3 Gs to the Calendar Wizard calendar, priced at £14.99. The calendar itself was great, and we approved of the way the dates fitted round the pictures. As the name implies, they specialise in calendars and don't offer as wide a variety of products as some of the other companies we tested, although they do offer an array of photo diaries and notebooks. And the winner with 4 Gs was the Snapfish calendar, also priced at £14.99. Polly and I were impressed by the clear layout and ample room for all your notes, but it was the option for adding colourful frames to your calendar that we liked most of all. And if a calendar's not enough, you could go even further and get all manner of other personalised gifts, from mugs to Christmas tree decorations. Definitely worth checking out.
With Christmas just around the corner, John, Dion and the rest of the web team have a little treat for you. Go to the Gadget Show website at 5.tv/Gadget Show and you'll find that they've been very hard at work putting together their top 50 gadgets for this Christmas. So if you're still stressing about what presents to buy, or if you just fancy a gander at some lovely gadgets, then I think you need to see this. Guess what's at number 1? Right, time for a top 5. And this week I was asked to pick my top 5 apps from over 300,000 that have been released in the last 12 months. No pressure then. 2010 has been the year of the app, and there are now apps for just about everything across all the major app stores. But there were a handful of apps that really grabbed my attention, so here are my top 5 apps of the year. At number 5, it's Google Goggles. This brilliant app puts the fun back into tiresome internet searching by using the camera on your mobile to carry out visual searches. Google Goggles scans the photo you've taken of your landmarks, searches the web for information and provides you with everything you ever wanted to know. And it's not just statues or landmarks either. As the app works over 3G and Wi-Fi, you can use Google Goggles wherever you are. It even recognises wine labels to let you become an instant connoisseur. Chateau de Caillou. At At number 4, I've gone for iMovie on the iPhone 4. Designed specifically for the multi-touch screen, the iMovie app is really intuitive.
Here's one for all you budding amateur movie makers. If you love filming HD footage on your iPhone 4 but you can't wait to get home to edit it, then iMovie is perfect for you because you can film your footage and edit it all on your mobile.
So once you've filmed your movie, the touchscreen interface allows you to swipe through your footage, drag and cut the length of your clip, and pinch the timeline to zoom. You can then add music, themes, and titles to bring that extra professional touch.
And once you've edited your movie, you can share it with all your mates, wherever you are.
At number 3, it's Hipstamatic on the iPhone.
Hipstamatic is one of my favourite photography apps. It gives you a sort of retro 1970s look and feel to your pictures. It's brilliant.
With a swipe of your finger, you simply select from a choice of lens, flash, and film effects before taking your photo.
Nice, look.
Hipstamatic will process your image and you'll be presented with your masterpiece in seconds.
And when you're happy with your shots, you can upload them to your favourite social networking site. That one is a cracker.
At 2, it's the social networking app Ping Chat.
Now, we all love sending text messages, but it's the pictures and videos that often take you over your monthly allowance. However, with Ping Chat, multimedia messages are free.
Just like any other messaging device, you just type in your message and send.
OK, ready, crew shot. Get in, Gordy.
But the ability to ping as many photo and video messages as you want is great, especially for messaging your mates who are on different mobile phone networks.
But the best thing about the app is that it's on all the time, so you can be pinged anytime, anywhere. Ping me. And the Gadget Show's #1 app for this year is Angry Birds. Trust me, this gaming app is non-stop entertainment.
Angry Birds came out on the iPhone at the very end of 2009, but with over 10 million downloads on iTunes, this is the year that it's exploded onto other platforms.
So the aim of the game is to strategically launch your Angry Birds at the evil green pigs who've stolen all the birds' eggs, and you have to try and destroy them. Trust me, this is addictive.
With 195 levels of feather-flying, pig-squashing action and special themes, including Angry Birds Seasons, this game has the potential to keep you entertained for hours when you're on the move.
I am completely obsessed with this game.
It absolutely had to be, didn't it? It's so addictive.
It is. I'll just turn the music off.
It's what we play on the train every time we go home.
It is. The big Gadget Show crew going back on the train, all playing a multiplayer version that shouldn't really be working of Angry Birds. It's brilliant.
It makes me wonder what we used to do before we had apps.
Even consoles now are porting apps and have app environments. It's brilliant because I think it sort of, in a way, it takes that bedroom coder, doesn't it, with the single idea and gives them an outlet.
But that's the thing, because anybody can make an app. I mean, we made an app on this show. Look at it. Nearly 3 million downloads.
Is that how many you've got now?
Yeah.
Biker Blast Off.
Incredible. Hey, life before apps. Next year, Gadget Show Live returns to the NEC in Birmingham for 5 full days from the 13th to the 17th of April 2011. And we have to tell you that for the 3rd year running, the show is already well on the way to being an early sellout. So for ticket details, head straight over to our website at 5.tv/Gadget Show. Gadget Show Live 2011 will be bigger and better than ever before, featuring the return of the test track, an incredible new 3D experience, our future tech zone, and whole new hall dedicated to gaming. And of course, welcome back. Now, I don't know whether you remember, but in September we had a competition with The Difference. Not only did we give away an amazing 150 gadgets, but we also offered up our very own Pollyanna as the delivery girl.
The winner of that competition was Peter Lee from Clacton-on-Sea in Essex. And this is what happened when we sent a rather sexy courier to drop off the goods.
It's the dream of every Gadget Show viewer, the arrival of a van absolutely packed with one of our famous prize hauls. As we pulled up, I could see Peter anxiously waiting for us.
How are you?
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Good seeing you. Wow.
What do you think to this, Peter? You're going to have a lot of unpacking to do.
It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time to unpack this lot.
Christmas has come early.
Well, that's it. That's sorted.
No time to waste, we got stuck in straight away. Peter soon spotted something that took his fancy, and who could blame him?
50-inch plasma.
But that wasn't the only TV. There was also a 32-inch Samsung LCD TV, along with another 148 gadget goodies that all had to be unloaded into Peter's lounge.
We'll need a bigger room. We'll need a bigger house.
But finally, we reached the end.
Oh, this is it then, Peter, the last thing to go in.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, is that it?
Peter was loving his prizes and was happy for me to help him unpack.
You've got the Exacti.
Yes.
This is the waterproof version.
He was smitten with his B&W iPod dock.
Every man should have one.
And we found another camcorder, the Kodak Play Sport, which I tested in Singapore with John.
Hi!
Peter had his hands full with his new toy, so I thought I'd leave him to it. But was he glad he entered the Gadget Show competition?
Entering it was probably one of the best decisions I've made.
Oh, did you get any gadgets? Did I give you a tip?
Yeah, just drive safe home.
Oh, no. That's about it. Lucky guy, all those gadgets. Right, now it's time to return to this week's winter-based challenge between Jason and Ortis. It involves them both testing a whole array of gadgetry in the icy mountains of Switzerland. Now, so far, we've seen them race to the cable car in their underwear. Don't ask. Ortis won that, but just by 20 seconds. Now they face a real uphill, lung-bursting struggle. Love it when they struggle.
Come on! After an exhausting 3-mile sprint across the snowy Swiss countryside in search of Engelberg's main cable car station, I just managed to snatch victory, beating Jason by a mere 20 seconds.
Tell you what, great sprint finish.
However, our challenge was far from over. Our next task was to reach a flag placed on top of the 3,000-metre high Titlis mountain. To get there, we'd have to ride the mountain's cable cars before embarking on a grueling snowbound trek in temperatures of -10 degrees.
Everything we think we'll need at the top of the mountain, we've packed right here.
Yep.
This is my stuff.
And this is my stuff. Jason, remember that head start I've got?
Yeah.
See ya. Keen to make my 20-second head start count, I hot-footed it into the first cable car I could, leaving Jason to freeze just a bit longer.
Is he gone yet? Because, I mean, how's he going to know that I don't just set off right now?
Wasting no time at all, I began to put on my chosen warm jacket, but Jason was now breathing down my neck.
I'm coming for you, Daly!
I'd gone for the Rip Curl Ultimate, a 2-layered jacket featuring a waterproof lightweight polymer outer shell and inner vest with battery-powered heating elements in the fabric. Nice.
And now, airborne, I was beginning to enjoy the Omni-Heat technology of my Columbia Carabiner 2 Parker.
Ah, yeah. Stitched into both layers of this jacket is this clever silver-dotted material, the idea of which is that it's supposed to reflect all the heat back into your body.
I was fast approaching the top of the mountain now and beginning to enjoy my lead. I can't even see which car he's in. Plus, I had some pretty special footwear. Now with these, the Columbia Bugger Thermo boots, cold tootsies are a thing of the past. Rechargeable heat elements in the soles can be controlled to produce either 45, 50, or my personal favourite, 60 degrees centigrade warmth. Nice. And as if that wasn't enough battery-powered tech for one man, I'd packed these thermic power gloves. Oh, yeah.
Ortis was now all set for our mountaintop trek.
Who's there? Come on.
But a few cable cars back, I was only just putting on my footwear, the ingenious Salomon Quest 12 ski boots.
These bad boys pack a really clever gadget feature. You can actually uncouple them at the back here. And in this mode, this ankle portion here now flexes, enabling me to walk properly. Brilliant idea.
And to round off my clobber, I had a set of the superb Burton Gore-Tex undermitts.
They've even got this little shades wiper there. Isn't that just brilliant?
While Jason was desperate to catch me up,
come on!
I was already out of the lift.
Right, I'm going.
And making tracks wearing a set of Inuk E-Move snowshoes. With solid spikes at the base of a lightweight ergonomic plastic chassis, they're built for snowy climbs.
These are remarkably comfortable.
Eager to make up my 20 seconds deficit, I sprinted out of the lift and collected the tech I was pinning my hopes on.
Job done. I've got a race to win. Gotta go.
Go!
Thank you!
I'd taken some local advice and chosen a set of touring skis fitted with G3 Expedition climbing skins on the base.
Underneath my skis is a nylon covering. Now, it allows me to go forward, but if I want to go backwards, look, it grips. It won't let me go backwards. It's absolutely amazing.
Meanwhile, I was making good progress in my snowshoes. The asymmetric frame spreads your body weight evenly across the shoe, and this prevents you from sinking into the snow too much.
But I was hot on Otis's heels now and loving my hill climbing skins technology.
Look at that!
At the halfway point of our arduous mountaintop trek, I was still in the lead.
Oh, no.
But I soon had issues.
Right, so how do these work going downhill? Bend the knees.
Otis may not have welcomed the tricky descent, but I was ecstatic.
There he is! Fantastic! He's in my sights! Coming for you, Dealey!
At the bottom of the hill, I overtook Otis.
Woo!
And as the flag came into sight, I'd opened up a healthy lead of about 10 seconds, giving me just enough time to exploit a clever feature of my touring skis.
They've got various settings that enable my foot to move like this, so I've got a kind of extra knee joint. It's working! Yay!
But soon I hit a section of deep snow that was just too much for my skis.
I can't do it.
Right, having reached the final ascent and quickly increased the hinge angle on my snowshoes, I soon caught up with a marooned Jason.
Oh, man.
It was devastating to see Otis pass by, but I couldn't give up now. I was going to have to rely on my hiking-friendly ski boots.
I've had to ditch the skis, man.
We both dug in deep, but a costly slip from Otis right at the end gave me the opportunity I needed to grab the flag.
Woo! Yes! Ah! Ah!
I'm just shaking my booty. Hooray!
Tell you what, that did look exhausting. You were high up.
Yeah, we were.
I can't tell you how unprepared for altitude I was. It felt as though my lungs had shrunk to the size of,
walnut.
Walnuts.
Yeah.
And I was trying to take on board, the kind of oxygen an elephant would need.
And let's be honest, we didn't go any distance compared to what we'd done earlier in the
No, it
challenge,
wasn't.
in the valley. It's just the altitude really does for you.
It makes
But
your throat burn.
the tech was brilliant. I mean, as I said at the end of that challenge, I felt warm and I felt dry.
Yeah.
And these things are really
Did these
clever.
win you the challenge, do you think?
I think they did. The simple innovation of just being able to unlock your ankle. And it meant I was able to get some grip.
Because yours, really, you struggled so much at the end. You should have just chucked them off, I think.
Totally. These boots were fantastic, and I'd have been better off just running around in these. The snow boots were a terrible idea.
Right, so it's all down to the final part of the challenge.
Did you
of their
mention it was cold?
Snowy, it's ever so cold up here
cold,
challenge.
wasn't it?
Freezing,
But who will win? Otis, Mountain Goat Dealey,
Oh, I like that.
yeah? Or Jason, Never Say Never Bradbury? There's only one way to find out. See you in a sec. Welcome back to the Gadget Show, a very chilly, a very icy edition of the show. Yes, it's our winter special.
Ah, fantastic. And this week sees Otis and I locked in a head-to-head challenge across the very beautiful, the very picturesque, but yes, the absolutely freezing Swiss Alps.
Yeah, very, very cold indeed. Now, the first part of the challenge, I won, and it was a race, a rather bizarre and slightly kinky race. Jason and I, in our thermals, running across town.
Yeah, and I won the second part, right, in a very manly, all right, straight-up macho race up the best bit of a mountain, which is the top bit.
So it all comes down to this. The final stage of the final challenge of the year.
Oh, wow, it's the
And it's all to play for.
Yeah.
It is Jason, Never Say Never Bradbury, versus Otis, Mountain Goat Dealey.
back.
Nice.
After a freezing cold, physically demanding race to the top of the 3,000-metre high Titlis mountain in Engelberg,
Woo! Yes!
Jason and I were ready to do battle once more.
Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling it. In a 3-stage race back down the snowy slopes.
Oh! Forget all that arty shots, all that beautiful photography. This is about a race from the top to the bottom, am I right?
That's right, man. It's a snowbound smackdown.
Exactly. As I'd scaled the mountain first, my reward was first pick of the 2 gadgets on offer for stage 1 of our race.
I must be honest, I don't know where this came from. Some messed up war zone where they parachute onto snow or something. Look at it. It's crazy. I'm going to give this a go, man.
I'd actually chosen what's called a snow scoot, a unique contraption combining a lightweight aluminium frame and 2 snowboard-style carving plates.
Which left me with the beautifully designed Geary Storm snow bike with its full suspension BMX bike frame and 2 mini skis.
The time to race was upon us. We both took a deep breath, then went for it. I got off the line the quickest on my snow scoot, but quite quickly realised what a beast I was riding.
I have no sense of control at this point. Help me! Someone in a red jacket! Get a helicopter, help!
And soon the inevitable happened.
Oh my God, that was a face plant.
Thanks to Jason's theatrical bailout, I was now in the lead and beginning to enjoy my Geary snow bike.
Woo! Wow! Oh, come on!
The suspension provides a really comfortable ride, but my lack of experience meant that I had to take the carving turns really slowly, which let Jason back in.
I'm coming for you, Daly!
I'd finally got to grips with my snow scoot and soon caught Ortis up, eventually winning the first stage by just 2 seconds. The only problem was, I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
Jace flew over the edge, disappearing down a treacherously steep-looking slope. But thankfully, he then emerged looking slightly shaken.
You made it, dude! I went over there and I thought, this is it, man!
Stage 2 of our race would see us battling it out on 2 high-tech sledges. One was this Porsche-designed bobsleigh, a beautifully sculpted, rugged sleigh weighing a mere 4 kilos.
The other was this Super Tramp Snow Fox, a simple but ergonomic sledge with a steering wheel and brake handle. And as I'd won Stage 1, the choice was all mine.
I've got to go for this one now, look. Porsche design, yes! Where is he? Here he is! Are you ready, man?
Let me guess which one you went for. You didn't go for the Snow Fox, did you?
No.
You went for the Porsche?
Yes!
Fair enough.
Let's do it, come on!
Okay, let's go.
So we had our rides, but who would be fastest down our 100-metre snowy drag strip?
Go, 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 go! Oh my God! Oh!
Well, that'll be the Porsche then.
That was wicked, man! That was wicked!
Skill and style had completely gone out of the window, but thanks to the low-friction, super streamlined runners on my Porsche bobsleigh, I'd secured a tasty victory.
Oh, look, you ate some snow, man!
I just got a face full of snow!
You ate some snow, bro!
Oh!
Are you still in there?
My face is stinging like meth!
So, after 2 stages, there was still everything to play for.
Overall victory would be decided on the 3rd and final stage of our race, so my choice of tech was absolutely crucial.
So I'm here, and I'm looking at this bicycle type thing, and I'm liking it, yeah? But I know I'm going to be quicker on this, a snowboard.
Put up here, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
I'd pinned my hopes of glory on the super light carbon Kevlar framed Head Force I KERS snowboard.
Come to get you, Dealey!
It's one of the techiest snowboards ever made, thanks to a clever microchip embedded in structural layers.
What this does is capture the vibrations of the board and convert them into electricity.
This is then released along a set of reactive fibres to stiffen up the board, giving it maximum rebound and acceleration while cornering.
Meanwhile, I was piloting an utterly unique invention called the trike ski, which at first felt very unnatural, but absolutely awesome once I'd got the hang of it.
The skis pivot around the central steering column, and as you twist and turn, the 2 skis under my feet carve gracefully through the snow. It's nothing like I've experienced.
At the halfway point, Ortis was in pole position.
Come on!
But my confidence and speed were increasing by the second. I was loving the feel of my Head Force I board.
Yay! Woo-hoo-hoo!
I knew Jason was bearing down on me, but I was concentrating so hard to get as much speed as I could out of my trike ski.
Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this, and I'm ahead of Jason!
With 300 metres to go, Ortis still held the lead, but I was catching up all the time.
Woohoo!
And on the line, I somehow managed to steal victory.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Victory is mine! I kissed the camera, and victory is mine! Dude, I got you on the final turn, man!
Just hold me. Well done, man.
Oh, man, you're right.
Just come.
Hooray!
Oh, you didn't quite win.
Well, I know.
Hooray!
Yeah, at the same time, because I had such a good time.
Oh, you
That's
did
good, man. We
look
did,
like
didn't we?
it.
It's for taking part, Susie. All right?
As if he
The
believes
fact that I won is irrelevant.
No, look, the gadgets, the technology, I thought were fantastic. But it did seem as though the king was the board with the brain.
Yes, as you say, some awesome tech, but this really is the star because, I mean, this is really high-tech stuff. The notion that it's got a little chip in there that actually alters the fibres in the material. It's incredible.
This is the stuff they use in Formula One, I think, isn't it?
It's exactly the same kind of stuff. I think we're going to see this a lot now, don't you think? Inanimate objects are going to get these sort of little brains, these chips that are going to, affect the very fibres of the materials. It's incredible stuff.
Super stuff. So that means that you win the final challenge of 2010.
Yeah, feels great, doesn't it, Des? Now, if you've missed any of today's show or any of our episodes this series, you can, of course, catch them by visiting Demand 5. That's 5.tv/Demand5.
Yeah, and don't forget Christmas presents from last week's Christmas show. If you haven't got any ideas yet, that's a good one. But that's all we've got time for this week. But we are back next week.
Yeah, we're back next week with a special best of this series of the Gadget Show.
Yeah, so join us then. Have a good week.
See you next time.
See ya.